what's up, y'all, man? This is another episode of Yeah, Man. It's episode 6, right?
Episode 6.
Episode 6, yeah. So, this is JP, man, a.k.a. JP's, and this is Ben, the awesome Newsom. And we're here to talk about NFL Week 1 and Week 2, So, because we wasn't going to do Week 1, but Week 2 came, so we figured we'd talk about both of them. So, how do you feel about Week 1? Like, how did it go?
Man, Week 1, I had some surprises out there, I'm not going to lie. I thought that it was going to be like the bomb game with Brady and Drew Brees out there, slaying the rock once again. The whole, crowd, the whole, automated crowd noise, it does make a difference.
I don't think you notice it in football.
I think the spectators notice it when we're watching TV. For me, I notice it because I'm like, man, you can't really get into it, but it's just like, I guess it's kind of like how you said earlier when we was watching the Saints and the
Saints and the Raiders, right?
Saints and Raiders and this Monday night football game tonight. How and then now that I'm semi-pro feels like I kind of get it now. It's really a love for the game because why you need an audience to play. But to me, I think it's an audience draws in the national attention. It's like you feel like you're there with the audience, and they're paying thousands of dollars, and you're sitting on your couch, but you still feel like you're drawn in with them.
Well, it's just like when we were talking about the Raiders game, that was but they had no fans,
right? And
it was kind of like they opened up a new city. I don't agree with them moving to Vegas. I just don't believe a pro team should go to Vegas. But I know a lot of pro teams go to Vegas. I just feel like if they got so much going on, where are they gonna really be fans?
Well, you have your diehard fans out there that no matter where. I mean, let's be frank. When the Seattle Supersonics moved to Oklahoma City,
right,
and became the Oklahoma City Thunder, we never thought that we man, that ain't gonna make. Well, I guess we understand why we're not GMs
right.
or owners of basketball, football teams because the Oklahoma City Thunder, all they did was just transfer the fans from Seattle down to Oklahoma, of all places, and then had a big run and still have fans to this day. I don't agree with bandwagoners, but that's a whole nother subject we will get on in a second. But as far as Week 1 is concerned,
okay.
Like I said, and one game that could surprise the heck out of me was the Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. Now, I say this because you have two Hall of Fame legends playing against each other again. Now, granted, there are everybody has excuses, but I think these are legit excuses. There was no preseason, and practices, we know who's going to have a season at all.
Right.
Let alone that these two were going to end up playing. And, they just play like hot trash.
You think both of them play like hot trash?
I think Breeze did okay, but they kind of kept him contained.
Okay.
So he helped me win my fantasy game. Shout out to Antoine Jason. But
yeah, throw that in there.
I had to, bro. I had to. But he helped me win my game, but I just said I wasn't the same Breeze I know. He was slinging 4 or 5 touchdowns. You niggas, that's my boy Breeze. But they kept him bottled up. And then Brady, 2 interceptions.
Brady just ain't the same.
And but Brady, well, let's be for real. Brady started breaking down last year.
And I tell people that.
Brady started breaking down last year. And for all you Patriots fans, all you Brady fans, I'm sorry, but Tom Brady started breaking down last year. He should have retired when he had a chance. Now he's getting exposed. He's going to get exposed, bro.
I don't think he had to retire. I think he just stayed with New England.
If he would stay with New England, he probably still had the same caliber he has now, but he's 42, almost 43.
Something like that, man.
Who plays quarterback into their early 40s?
Favre.
And you see what happened to Favre.
But Favre went hard still.
So Favre went hard, but you see what happened to Favre. He's all broke up now. He went from Green Bay to the Jets to the Vikings, the hated Vikings.
But see, man, with Favre,
and then you see they didn't really do that before when he retired. He kind of just left the league.
Favre was a gunslinger, though, and so it's kind of, to me,
Brady's a gunslinger too, though.
I don't think so. I think Brady's more of a Brady. See, the thing about Brady, they didn't have a preseason.
Okay.
And then I'm surprised how Gronk, he don't even try to look for Gronk like that. He just like, they don't have a connection.
Gronk said the only reason he was coming back was because Brady was playing again.
Right.
But I think that once that connection was broken, it was broken for good. You can make it look good on TV, but when the chemistry is gone, it's gone. Just like, I ain't gonna go there, but
No.
I ain't gonna go there. But y'all get what I'm saying. Once the connection is gone, it's gone, and you can't really get it back like you would want to. Everybody would probably say, "Oh, Aikman and Irving, well, that would be a great, if they retired and came back, maybe not." It's like saying having a Staubach come back with Drew Pearson if they play at the same time. Did they?
You know what I was gonna say, man? And I was so used to Brady playing for New England. I was like, didn't they play the Dolphins? I really was gonna say that.
No, everybody's so stuck on Brady playing with New England, they forget that that big man Cam Newton out of Blaine College shout out to Blaine College out to Auburn.
Yeah.
And he won at Blaine. He won at Blaine.
Yeah.
And then nobody really knows that because everybody want to down Texas about football, but that's all y'all want to see us. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, he went out there and won, and then he went to Auburn. And what I don't understand is how these jokers be messing up. Go to a JUCO, win, and go to another school, win big over there, and then he gets hurt, and they forget who he is. Seems like everybody, like if you get hurt, they don't know who you are. I followed a guy named Jamil Showers. He played for UTEP. And I was like, okay, well, who is this guy? I'm no bandwagon. I will always be Cowboys all day, every day. I don't care if they go 1-15, 8-8, and all y'all can still kiss my butt. I'm gonna censor it for the kids out there. But I'm always be a Cowboys fan. I'm never gonna jump on a bandwagon and be like, the Seahawks. That hurt my nerves so bad when the Seahawks won. Ain't nobody like Seahawks. Never liked them.
Man, I knew Seahawks fan.
I knew Russell was gonna do something.
Right.
But you knew too. That's amazing right there.
I knew too.
That's amazing right there.
It was a guy. I can't just do a name, but he was like, we used to go to Fasos, and he used to be the only Seahawks fan there. No lie. And
so he liked it when Sean. He liked it when Sean was out there running around.
Bro.
And Matt Hasselbeck.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Okay, see that yeah. I can respect that. I can respect that.
I'm gonna go on Facebook and find his dude's name, man.
I can respect that.
I mean, he was the only one there, bro.
My thing is whenever Sherman started, breaking up passes and talking smack and running his mouth, and then Russell out there throwing a rock like a crazy man, and then you got Beast Mode out there running over everybody, trying to feeding them Skittles and carrying on. All these guys were marketing tools, and all of a sudden. And then when they won the Super Bowl, all of a sudden, you got a whole mess of Seahawks fans. But I give props what props are due. And and the Legion of Boom, that was pretty cool. I will give Brandon Brown, he had Legion of Boom tattooed on his arm. So I'll give them the props. They had a great team, but I'm not going to be a Seahawks fan.
It was something you just like, that swagger. You just like.
Yeah, the swagger was, bro. I will never not their swag. I mean, their swag, their marketing too, everything.
Right.
It was good, but then I'm not a bandwagon. But yeah, week one, that was a game that surprised me. What about you? What game surprised you week one?
I'm still trying to find this dude's name because he really was that big of a fan. I don't know his name, man. The Cardinals and the 49ers.
Okay. What about it? Well,
I just didn't feel the Cardinals could beat the 49ers. And they did. I really believe that Kyler Murray is really like the truth. He's on the fantasy football team too.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes how you feel like you gotta pick somebody just because they like the new hotness.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, man, I'm gonna pick him. And the dude really balled. Like, and I think that the man, it's sad, but the Texans gave them a huge weapon, man. Like they helped them mature, man, and because they gave them their best player. And I'm like, who does that? I mean, they gave them like a 3-year jump.
Look at the Jags. They gave up Campbell, Fournette,
man.
Ramsey.
Oh yeah, the guy named Gary. He's
Okay, Gary.
Yeah, he used to go to Fastos, man. He used to be the only one. And then they had other Fastos fans. They had other Seahawks fans eventually. But yeah, man, he was always like a Seahawks fan. No lie. He was a Pacers fan. And that was weird in San Antonio. And then there was another lady when I was working at the commissary. Man, like I was 14 and she was like a Seahawks fan. I don't remember her name. But yeah, them were the only two that I really knew that was Seahawks fans, like before, Legion of Boom and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a dude named Gary, and he was a Seahawks fan. I got a name, my phone number. I got that phone number in my cell.
Gary Seahawks.
Gary Seahawks fan, yeah, man. And he was like, when they had Sean Alexander, man, like when I first got to Fastos, he was just a straight up Seahawks fan, like from jump. You know what I mean? And so I really respected that, man.
Sean's everywhere in the Rock too.
They had players, bro. But it was just like you're in Texas, and they not like a team that you felt at the time.
This is Seattle, Washington. We're talking about way in the corner or somewhere.
Right. That's like over there, kind of like Canada.
Who does that? Like,
yeah.
Who likes Seattle? Like, okay.
Yeah, but he just liked
But that was his thing, though, and that's what he did. He kept true to that. So I guess week one, I guess you had your surprising game. I guess
we gotta talk about the game.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it in a second. I'm getting to that disappointment, but then we're gonna get to that upset they pulled last night or yesterday afternoon.
I don't know what that was. I was glad
it happened. It happened. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in week one is the infamous chain snatching of Cam Newton.
Okay.
Now, I think that's the most disrespectful thing you could ever do is snatch somebody's chain.
What you gotta do?
Okay, first of all, yeah, why do you have on that kind of jewelry in a game and you make a lot of money? I don't know how much you make. I can't speculate how much you make, but you make a lot of money and you're being real flashy. So a lot of people they go out there and snatch. Give me that shit, nigga. You ain't worth shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. To me, that's telling me like, fuck you, fuck your mama. Kind of. That's how the disrespect I feel. Like that's like telling me, it's kind of like spitting on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, nigga. Like, I can't rock with that. Like, I'm not gonna snatch somebody's chain, bro. That's like somebody came up and snatched his chain off my neck, and I'm like, okay, my girl brought me that. Me and my daughter have the same. We have a matching one, and you just snatched off my neck.
Okay, well, why wear it?
I wear it because I like it, and it's got sentimental value. Now, as far as wearing in a football game.
Okay, I'm gonna talk. I got something to go back to. Okay, this was one of the coolest things I ever seen a football team do for me. In 2017, man, my mother passed away.
Right.
And so my mom, it was March 31st, 2017. And it was the hardest thing ever, man. So, so that season I was on the team and I just couldn't play. I didn't finish the season. And my mom was always at this game. Okay. So then, one of my friends, Jason, kept on telling me, hey man, do you want to play summer ball? I didn't want to play summer ball at the time. So, my mom was very instrumental in semi-pro. Like my friend Corey, he was a pallbearer at my mom's funeral. He was at the funeral. He was at the hospital when my mom died. Yeah, yeah. And so she was very instrumental to that, to semi-pro in San Antonio. And so a lot of people called me. There was a lot of people from semi-pro that went to my mother's funeral. And I didn't think I would never play football anymore. After my mother passed away, I played like 3 more seasons, and I just said I'm kind of old. And she was always in the stands, So say we played 10 games, she would be there at 80% of them. So she would go to some road games, and she was at 80% of them. And so everybody knew my mom. So even when I moved to different teams, it was 2 dudes from the Ravens, and they used to talk to my mom. It was a dude named Iron and a dude named John Rodarte. And they would always come up to my mom and be like, hey man, I said, we playing each other. They said, we don't care, bro. We up here to talk to your mom. And they didn't do it. It was a joking way. And so when my mom passed away, there was a lot of semi-pro players that went to the funeral and to the wake. And so, when Jason had asked me to play summer ball, I didn't feel it. So my friend Michael Lewis, he called me and said, "Man, you need to play one more season for your mom. You need to win a championship for your mom." I didn't know how I was gonna do that, and I was done with football at that time. But it was just like they kept on asking me to play. So they had their first meeting, I didn't go to it. So eventually, I called him coach. Michael Lewis told me we need to win one for your mom. I decided to go out there. And man, I just met some really cool people, man. And really the whole season was around my mom just winning a championship for my mom. It was people I didn't know, it was people I knew, it was people that, I didn't play for, but we played against one another. And it was just certain things I remember from that, man. It was just I had these gloves my mom bought for my birthday, Christmas, and I lost them. And this dude named Bruce, he was like, it was dark. He said, "Man, I guess we ain't gonna leave till we find them." I was the first year I met Bruce, and when we played, and then Sonny was like, this was the first game, and all of a sudden said, "Hey man, we're gonna do it for your mom. We're gonna dedicate the season to your mom." I didn't ask for that, and when we got to Dallas Stadium. My friend Corey was like, "Hey man, let's do it for Michi," and that was how we got out of the field. And we had lost one game, and the coach came up to me and said, "Man, I'm sorry," because they really wanted to go on the field for my mom. So after we won the championship, man, we blew them dudes out. We played them twice, but that was some whole niggery shit. But anyway, we played them twice. And we played them at Dallas Stadium, and with AT&T Stadium, and what happened is they had this little, it was an end zone game, but it was for little kids. Mm-hmm. And I guess they let us play, so we thought, how long is the game? 60 minutes. So we thought it was 60 minutes with timeouts and everything like that. No,
it was just straight up 60 minutes.
Yeah. So, so the teams, we figured no, man, let's have a real game. So we played in this place in San Marcos. And when you play at Dallas Stadium, that shit feel like carpet, bro. Like for real, the field at Dallas Stadium is better than most carpet, man. It feels better. Hey, you can actually sleep on Cowboy Stadium field. That's how soft it is, man. No lie. If you ever get a chance to go there, man. So it was awesome playing there. And so, man, so we won the championship for my mom. We got the rings. So when I played football, I never wore it to a game. You know, I never wore it in the game because I'm like, I'm going to war. I'm going to go against another 300-pound man that's trying to, do something to me. So I feel like, why wear a chain if it means that much to you? You know what I'm saying? But I would never wear my mama's ring in the game. I never did that.
Right. Some people wear things that are sentimental to them. I honestly think Cam was just being kind of flashy.
Right.
And he was just, I'm trying to snatch my chain, see how. And I wouldn't wear certain things if I know I'm going. Just like when I go to this tournament on the 10th, I'm not gonna wear my necklace and my ring and my watch. And all right, let's go. No, that's.
Right.
First of all, I'm sure it's against the rules. Number two, they be like, you really want to wear all that stuff that you can get broken? Or, my ring could break my finger. My necklace could get wrapped around my neck by accident.
Right.
I mean, let alone they're trying to wrap my gi around my neck. They pull like this, like, no, that's illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So it's just like, I honestly think, like I said, I think it's disrespectful because, it's the end of the game and you're already done. You already lost. So why make yourself look like a bad sport by trying to snatch this chain? What you trying to snatch this chain? Is the game's already over? Why are you trying to snatch this chain?
It could be a lot of things said.
He could have said some stuff.
And then you gotta understand, man, you getting hit by these ain't regular 300-pound dudes. You hot. You hot, baby. You know what I mean? So, this dude done blindsided you, bro. Man, one time I got blindsided so hard, bro. Well, I thought God hit me, bro. I was in New Orleans, man. And me and this dude, we was talking trash, man. So, we was talking trash. It was me and this dude named Robert Williams, man. And we was just talking trash to their D-line. We called one dude Stay Puft Marshmallow Man because he was a big dude. And, so we go down there, man. We play, and man, they had a safety, man. He got an interception, and the dude was running so fast. You ever see like the earth shake? You know what I mean? The dude running fast. I wasn't gonna catch that dude. So anyway, the dude blindsided me, man, and I didn't even see the dude. I hit that ground so hard, bro. And the coach had told me, "You all right?" I said, "Hell no." Yeah, man. So it just. You hot, man. People hit you like that, man. You in front of the people. You on TV. You know what I mean? Somebody molly-whopped you. That's why I'm not saying it's not disrespectful. Well, I'm just saying you mad, bro. And then the old boy, Cam probably talking that.
He probably running his mouth.
Yeah, like, man, fuck your chain, nigga. You know what I mean? That's probably how it happened.
You probably said fuck your chain, nigga. I'm gonna use this to pay for my dinner tonight.
I don't know, man. It probably ain't. You know what, man? The chain probably don't cost that much, man. They probably do.
I don't know, bro. It was looking like
big chain.
It was looking like some decent size, kind of like a thick link chain. He kept them. Ultimately, he kept them. They ain't get them, but it's kind of like Talib when he kept snatching Michael Crabtree's chain. Every time Crabtree had Talib go over there and snatch it. Huh?
Why you gonna keep on wearing it?
Talib snatched his chain at least twice.
Man, Talib, I think he did about at least 3 times, bro.
Yeah, at least at least 2 times. I said
it was supreme gangster, bro. It was supreme gangster. He was like, "Give me your chain." I mean, it was just like, oh, it was like in Sports Center, everything about 4 or 5 times a day. Give me your chain. They should have made a song about that.
I mean, Talib snatched his chain, and Crabtree got his mouthpiece and swinging at him. That's like, bro, you look even worse. You look even worse because you missing. Talib just in there messing with you. And Talib, shout out to Talib. Happy retirement, bro. He retired.
Talib was nice.
Talib was that dude was nice. It reminds me of Ty Law. Remember Ty Law?
But Talib. Yeah, Talib was about
Talib was a gangster though.
Yeah, Talib. Ty Law was nice, but he didn't have that like.
Talib was a gangster. Talib was in a league of his own, and I think I want to say he's from Dallas Carter, isn't he? He's from the Dallas area.
I mean, I know he's from the place where they snatch chains, though.
Obviously,
well,
he might be from the Cliff, man. You know, he might be from Oakland.
I won't be surprised. He master snatch the chain. I mean, he was like so obvious. Like, man, why you didn't do nothing about it? He was just like, let me get that chain. I was like, damn, bro, you gonna get that man snatch your chain? It was like every time.
They like, ooh, snatch your chain.
All the time.
Hey, like, man, it's the 3rd time you snatch my damn chain, man. He'll do it again. And wear another one, like, snatch it again. So I was like, come on, man. He basically Debo that fool. He's like, give me that shit. But yeah, week 1, man.
Washington shocked me too by beating the Eagles.
What? The Washington football team.
That was cool.
I heard my boy telling me, he said that front 7, monsters.
I heard that too.
He said, I didn't watch the game, but he said it was straight monsters. And I was like, he said, bro, Nick Young come out the edge, just
That's the one from
Ohio State, yeah. And then they said he was knocking heads. They said that front 7 was monsters, but then excuse me, I got exposed yesterday.
Never but the Eagles whole line supposed to be hurt, you know. Well,
yeah.
You know, I don't care about that, but you know, I was glad to see them lose. But anyway,
yeah.
So I guess we talk about this Cowboy game week 1.
Week 1, okay. So I'll start off, bro. First of all, I want to give a shout out to one of the Rams players, Malcolm Brown, Cibolo, Texas, Steele High School, UT running back.
You know, my little brother went to middle school.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty cool dude.
Never met dude in my life. Don't know. Wouldn't know if I see him in the streets.
Right.
Except for that's Malcolm Brown. Like, okay, who? Wouldn't know if I see him in the streets, but I just want to give a shout out to Malcolm Brown. Good job, bro. I gotta give it to you. You have sat there behind Melvin Gordon the whole entire time, and you've bit your tongue. You've held your own, and you're still in the league. And you've yet to waver and try to go somewhere else. I gotta give it to you. Like, I don't like what team you play for, but damn, you doing your thing, bro. You was out there playing with the Stearns. I think you played with Jordan Stearns. Mm-hmm. Jordan Stearns, and his brother Caden now plays with UT. And Caden,
he didn't even Madison, right?
No, still. Caden. When I saw Caden playing still. When I saw Caden playing, I said that dude's gonna go to the league. And like, that dude is probably even better than his brother.
It wasn't Malcolm Brown like my brother went to school with. It was one that went to Madison Green.
Oh,
my bad.
Oh yeah, okay. Nah, I'm talking about Malcolm Brown. So Malcolm Brown that dude was a bad dude, and so I gotta give you props, man. You did your thing. You scored on the Cowboys. You at least twice, I want to say, he scored on them, and he was doing his thing. Now, with that being said, I couldn't stand that game, bro. I was like, come on, man. just these little mistakes, and the one thing that really irked my nerves was that damn call on 4th and 3. Why in the world would you go? I mean, instead of going for the go-ahead field goal, it's tying the game.
Right.
You go for the lead or to get a first down, and then on top of that, you throw it to your rookie wide receiver.
And you didn't throw it to him at the.
Didn't lead him. But that's why we have preseason. Didn't lead him over the sticks. It's like you should have known better than to throw to him. Right. And then on top of it all, your best slot receiver was number 21, Zeke. So why you throwing it to CD now?
Well, I think.
I mean, explain it to me, though. Explain it to me.
I think they should kick the field goal. Because it was a really good game. It was really a hard-fought game.
Yeah.
And I feel like the person who won that game would have had good motivation to go for it. And the person who lost that game would kind of be like, we thought we were a little bit better than what we were. And then, of course, they was in their home field, and then opened up the new stadium.
Yeah, new SoFi Stadium. Shout out to SoFi. Y'all do your thing. $5 billion stadium. $5 billion. I say million. $1 billion stadium. And wasn't nobody sitting in that mug. Wasn't nobody sitting in that mug because of COVID-19. Wow. Thank you, Donald Trump. Just saying.
So COVID-19 the true winner.
I think COVID-19. I think COVID-19 gonna be like gonna do it. Aaron Rodgers gonna give me the discount double check. COVID-19. COVID-19 like discount double check. Give me the belt.
So you think we gonna finish the season?
We only have 8 games, right? Is it 8?
And then this whole season.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, we managed to, not have any outbreaks, but COVID don't give a damn. He's like, it's all gone.
A lot of people, it's a lot.
COVID, y'all thought I was gone? Oh, on my back.
It's a lot of people getting hurt.
A lot of people are getting hurt. A lot of people are injured, sick. And those of you that are injured, that's Saquon, Jarwin, on the Cowboys, Sean Lee, Van Der Esch, Jarwin already said.
Troy Smith.
McCaffrey, Garoppolo, Solomon, Bosa, Sutton.
Just hold on.
Oh, they got serious injuries. That's why I'm calling it now. And if you got anything to say to me, say it in the comments. Because we want to hear your comments. We really do. We want to hear some feedback. But I'm going to say this now. This is the year of the practice player. This is the year that all the practice squad gets activated because people keep getting hurt. And this is also the year. Y'all take it as a joke because I'm really joking when I say this. But this is the year that Ray Rice comes back.
Hey, Ray Rice, how old?
But hey, everybody getting hurt. They gonna need somebody to run the rock.
I don't think Ray Rice won't play football no more, man.
Yeah, I think they'll bring back
They bring back Kaepernick before they bring Ray Rice.
Ooh, damn.
That's real.
Ooh. You know what I think they'll bring back for the...
They bring back Kaepernick.
No, what's that one guy that's fighting in MMA now? Greg.
I know what you're talking about. He played for Cowboys. He was alive.
But he can fight though. He can fight too. He's like 5-1 or something like that. Because his first fight he got DQ. I watched his fight too, and he's pretty good. What's his name? Played for Carolina first, and then he got that domestic violence charge. What's that guy's name, y'all? Y'all help me out here. Do we know his name?
I don't know who you're talking about. I can see it.
I can see his face in my head.
Oh man.
No, it's not. It's not Herschel Walker.
No.
Walker was an MMA fighter, by the way, y'all, and a bad dude at that.
No.
He knew all kinds of karate, and he was a bad dude, man. 47 trying to fight him.
Oh man, I know who it is. I can't think of it.
Anyways, what were we on? We on week 2, right?
Yeah, Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy. They bring back Greg Hardy this year too.
But they old, man.
I don't give a damn they old. Man, they might bring back Brad Old Favre, but hey man, you can't touch him for at least 10 seconds, but I'm sure you still get the ball 10 seconds.
Oh, he's 33.
Who, Greg Hardy?
No, Ray Rice.
Ray Rice 33?
Yeah, I thought he was older than that.
My bad, y'all. I take a message.
Man, I think Ray Rice. Okay. Let's go into anything else about it?
Y'all disregard my finger on the phone. I was trying to take a message. But, nah, week 1, that's it, man. Like I said, I'm Malcolm Brown. I gotta give my shout out to him. Oh, no, my bad. Yeah, I do have a little more shout out week 1. So, that 4th and 3 call, that was, I felt that was questionable. You know, they should have kicked the field goal. The last play of the game, do you feel that was a pass interference on Michael Gallup?
No, man, but why don't you just take the field goal and then
Okay. But here's the thing.
I mean,
in hindsight, yes, we all say kick the field goal, and he didn't. So then they get to this whole acting job now that Jalen Ramsey has conjured up, because that was the biggest acting job I've ever seen in my life. I mean, give the Oscar to that man, because he did a hell of a job selling that pass interference on Michael Gallup. Right or wrong?
True.
I mean, hell, I thought he was Denzel Washington the way he saw that play. I mean, he doing all this number, and all Gallup did was this. He didn't forcibly push him off. He had clearly extended the arm. It was, and he do this. Throw the flag. And what they do, because he knew he was beat. But
he got the star power.
Huh?
He got the star power. That matters though. You know that matters.
But Gallup ain't got it. Gallup don't have no star power, but Gallup is he's like Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen was a good player.
No, he was a good player.
It was a little dirty sometimes, but he was a good player.
Okay.
But he did his thing quietly. He didn't have to be out there loud and talking. The Spurs in general were, but in that era, in that time, they were quiet players. You didn't hear about them out there, you would hear about them maybe over here on 78 at HEB, or and you rarely hear about them on this side of town. It's like, what? Tony Parker over here on this side of town? Oh shit! It's like a big thing, because we're not used to seeing star caliber players out on this side of town unless they're over here messing with somebody. Let's be for real. But so we don't know, what you doing over here? They're to them I'm just human. To them we're just human, so we want to do our thing. But to us, they're superheroes. They're legends. They're as an adult, you start to kind of desensitize to dudes make a lot of money playing a sport that everybody like to play with as kids. Which, hell, I think if I could play football for a couple years and be I could at least say I was out there, I did it.
Right.
That's something you could talk about when you're an old man and you're this used to be me back in the day. You all rocked up now, so you got to be all good.
And then you become a coach, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prime time. Shout out to Prime Time. Congratulations, Jackson State University, new head coach. So shout out to Prime Time. That's one of my all-time favorite players. I ain't gonna lie, you're wearing his number, but that's Zeke. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you know, Prime Time, he do his thing. So Coach Prime, you know, good luck to you, man. I think I will be watching Jackson State just because of who the coach is now, and if he starts coaching Florida State, which I think will happen in a couple of years.
You think so?
I think if he does good at Jackson State University, which by the way, most of you probably don't know this, but Walter Payton went there. He'll probably end up doing his thing. So
week 2, man.
Week two. Let's
start off with the Thursday night game. The Bengals and the Browns. The Browns win 35-30.
Okay. Browns win 35-30. Baker Mayfield out of Texas Tech University. No, my bad. OU.
Yeah, but he went to Texas.
He went to Texas Tech. My bad, y'all. OU. Oh, Baker Mayfield. Baker. Baker, the only reason you're making money right now is because of these commercials you make with that.
Yeah, he do make
with that insurance company.
He do make some cool commercials.
He made some cool commercials with, bro, you do not produce on the field.
He did that game.
That game. But he's not consistent. I don't feel like he's consistent. I feel like he consistently is not consistent. Some games he's hot. Man, I see flashes of Baker Mayfield back when he was in OU. Blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, Baker Mayfield fell off again. You know, so that's why, again, I'm not a bandwagoner. I like certain players. I just don't like a team. I like Aaron Rodgers. Out of Cal. I don't like the Packers. And I got a lot of Packers fans here in Texas that I want to ask you, who's the current running back for the Green Bay Packers? Matter of fact, who was a running back before? Did Sterling Sharp play for the Packers? I'm just wondering. I mean, do y'all know your history, your lineage? Where did Lambeau Field? Some of them do. I don't know. I'm talking about real Packer fans. Yeah. They know. But these ones that like, I was like Packers, like, why?
No, Packer fans do.
You know, those ones that you can't really mess with. They're like,
you can't.
They'll tell you when they won the what was it, the championship game against? It was one of the first ones. Yeah, no, it was Fred the Hammer Williamson broke his arm against trying to get one to do the tomahawk. You know, he go over tomahawk him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he broke his arm in that game. I'm a football fan in general, but I heard about that, so that's a little history for y'all. But anyways,
no, but
back to
Mayfield is but the Packer fans, they buy stock in their team. It's a publicly traded team, man. They don't have. I don't think they have owner.
You know what? I don't think they do.
They don't have owner. And they have stock. Like you can buy Green Bay Packers stock. Yeah, because I know some people that did.
You gonna go have my stock though?
I don't know.
I mean, that's just business right there. I ain't worried about the.
Well, yeah.
Man, I'm still a Cowboys fan through and through. I buy stock. You know. Soon as it get hot, cash me a couple dollars and go about my business. I'm just saying.
But
ain't like Jay Jones gonna let me get in on the pot. You know what I'm saying? Jay Jones gonna be like, who are you?
But they have, but you probably got about a lot of it though. But
I mean, a couple thousand, like 1,000 or 2.
No, man, it's like I don't know how much it is.
Probably 10 G's.
I don't know.
Probably get like a bit
of share. Well, I don't know.
10 G's. I don't know how stock works.
But basically, man, I was kind of shocked at the Cincinnati one. I mean, excuse me, I won Cincinnati one, but I was kind of shocked that The Browns won.
The Browns just have more experience, and I think that that experience might have. But Joe Burrow, it says Joe Burrow out there and showed his behind. Like I didn't get to see the game because it was an NFL Network game. Screw you, by the way, NFL Network, because I don't have it right now. So
why?
Bro, I had it, and I when I switched over from Spectrum to AT&T because of that whole debacle, I never got NFL Network put on there. So I'm over here looking for the game on Thursday. And it's like, damn, I don't have freaking NFL Network. So I ended up having hear about the game and go on business that way. But so yeah, that was a good game. And shout out to Joe Burrow. You do your thing, man. Keep out there, sling the rock. You're first pick overall, so I need you to keep doing your thing. Now, what do you think about the rest of the games?
I think that let me go back to the Cincinnati game. I don't know, man. I think AJ Green is kind of like.
Is he gonna fell off?
I think so.
Think it's time for him to retire?
I just think they gotta find a new star this season, and then kind of build on that.
It's kind of like
like when Fitzgerald was with the Cardinals.
They found a new target, DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh yeah, that was the stupidest trade
That was the stupidest trade to ever make in your everlasting mind, your life, I don't know, whoever, I don't know.
You know his surprise of the year?
Just saying, y'all.
The surprise of the year is Jared Allen. To me.
Jared Allen,
yeah. The quarterback for the Bills.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was not a Jared Allen fan.
Jared. Oh, okay.
I was not a Jared Allen fan.
You talking about old boy came out of Wyoming?
Oh.
He came out of Wyoming.
He came out of Wyoming?
Wyoming. Yeah, he wasn't very well known, and he actually didn't have a 300-yard game until that was one of his highest. Was that the first game? No, it was the first game, wasn't it? The first season, the first week.
Jared Allen. He's not. Is it Jared Allen? Let me see. Another last name. Let me see.
Jared Allen, yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, you're talking about Jared Allen. Nothing about golf.
Josh Allen.
Josh.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Jared Goff.
Yeah, Josh.
It's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But he had his first.
He did go to Wyoming, yeah.
Yeah, he was to Wyoming, and we're thinking of is Jared Goff from the Rams.
No, I was talking about Josh Allen, man. Because I always thought
that's what I'm saying. But the Jared we're thinking of is Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Right.
That's who we're talking about.
Yeah, Josh Allen, man. Yeah, he put up numbers. And then they got a defense.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's pretty scary.
So, Everson Griffin, I was actually surprised when he came over from the Vikings to the Cowboys. He's actually added some depth. I feel that Alden Smith has resurrected himself after 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years out of the league, y'all. 5 years, and he resurrects himself. And he's like, you know what? I'm tired of looking like a bum. I'm tired of sitting out here doing nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back out. I'm gonna come back and play football.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And the Cowboys actually they take chances like that, like with Greg Hardy, Alden Smith, Randy Gregory. They take these chances, and it's like some come back and they just come back for a couple of years and they do their thing and then they leave and they're like, okay, I finally did it the right way. Prime example, won't say it wasn't the Cowboys, but prime example, Michael Vick. Who'd he go to? The Fly High Eagles.
The Eagles suck this year, which is awesome. But basically, like, man, like with Jerry Allen, man.
I hate the Eagles, by the way.
That surprises me, man. That's my biggest surprise of the year, man. Cause it just like seemed like they were trying to push him, and then like he's really like, wow,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think he really like got into the groove, man. That's scary. Dang, that is kind of scary.
Who's my biggest surprise of the year? Who's my biggest surprise of the year? I mean, Dak always do his thing. I think my biggest surprise, which was not, maybe shouldn't be a surprise, is because I need to let him get into his groove, was CD yesterday. He went from 59 yards to, man, I feel like I could have done better, to he had 106 yards. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but he had over 100 yards, and dude was beasting. Like, this is not the CD I saw on the first game. And it could have been first game butterflies. Again, we didn't have any preseason. And excuses are kind of like pencils at school. We all have one. I'm trying to be politically correct. I'm just cussing. But yeah, excuses like assholes. We all have one. So, but it's a legit excuse, I think. It's like he just went from like this, he was like, oh, okay, man, we're gonna draft another bust. And like, he came out here and did his thing. So my question is he gonna be Mr. Inconsistent, or is he gonna be consistent from now on? Is the play of these players going to be continue to be consistent? And then the question is, because a lot of players are getting hurt, is the pressure going to be on him to kind of carry the team, so to speak? Because he was their first pick in the draft.
I don't think he's there to be carry the team.
He's not there to carry the team, but he's gonna be one of the role players, one of the main role players.
I still think Gallup's better than him.
Well, Gallup been in the league for what, 3 years now?
I don't know. I just like Gallup better.
I like Gallup too. I mean, don't get me wrong. When Gallup came out of Colorado State, a lot of people didn't know who he was, and people were like, "How do you know these people?" I follow my team. You hear me? I follow my team. Where'd that come from? Mississippi State Bulldogs, baby. I ain't like Mississippi State, but I know where that came from. Z, well, I don't know where the hell he came from. Ohio, I mean, shit. Yeah, that's cool. Ohio State. I mean, these guys came from, some came from no-name schools to, big-name schools, but they make this team now. So,
what's your thought on the Bears?
The Bears. I didn't watch it, but I did hear that my boy, he's a Bears fan. Shout out to Montoya. Biggest Bears fan you ever seen. Like, bro, he does not waver. He's kind of like your boy from the Seahawks. He's like, I'm a Bears fan through and through. Right. I don't give a damn what y'all say. You kiss my ass. I'm a Bears fan. Right. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, we'll talk back and forth. Like, we was talking before he came over. We was talking on the phone. He's just talking to me. Hey, man, I just want to talk to somebody. Like, all right, cool. So we're talking and everything. And we get to talking about, he said, yeah, man, I called Jackson, man. That was some bullshit. I was like, what call was that? He's like, I wasn't passing interference. So I did not look up the play. So I didn't get to see what happened, but I'm pretty sure it was something, probably another acting job by Ramsey, probably coached by Ramsey. Probably another acting job. He's like, no, I was a clean play or whatever he said. So I said something to the effect that the Cowboys are better than the, Bears, just, messing around. He says, well, you want to put something on it? He's like, I don't know if we playing this year, but we put something. I said, bro, how we going to put something on it if we ain't playing? This is how competitive football can get sometimes, because I bet records one time I lost. Man, I lost $20.
One time we bet records one time, and it was one of my friends liked the Texans. One of my friends liked the 49ers, and then I was a Cowboys fan. They all had the same record and didn't make the playoffs. So we just went out to eat. It was crazy. It was crazy. I forgot what year that was, but they all had the same record.
And didn't make the playoffs.
And didn't make the playoffs, and we had like a little when we go out to eat, and I guess we had like a little pity party because then none of our teams made the playoffs. That was pretty cool, though, man. It was pretty cool. I think they either all lost that day or 1-1, and I think 1-1, and the Cowboys lost, somebody lost, and then everybody had the same record. It was pretty cool, and that was the Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Texans, man. I think the Texans are screwed. I really do. They seem off.
The Texans, Deshaun Watson and Watt. Watt. I can't really know.
Man, how do you?
Watt, Cobb left Dallas to go over there.
I mean,
they just kind of, they ain't really the Texans like they used.
If you would have kept Hopkins,
well, then again, they did. Well, one, you traded your best player,
right?
Probably one of the best in the league at this moment. And then on top of that, you played two of the top teams in the league in 2 weeks. You played the Chiefs on Thursday night.
Okay.
Then you come back, you turn back around, and you play the Baltimore Ravens. Okay.
But it's a win.
Now, hold on. Now, how do you start out hot and keep? I mean, you kept step with the Chiefs, but you still lost. But then
Did they really?
they did keep step with them.
Or maybe they made them look bad. And, they count up every garbage time. I don't really feel like. I felt like it got blown out.
Mm-hmm.
But they was kind of like, hey, man, let's just stop whooping them. They ain't got Hopkins. They ain't going to be able to come back. Why David Johnson, man? Why? Like, dude, come on.
David Johnson had one good season. All of a sudden, everybody over his nuts.
No, David Johnson used to be a good running back. He really did.
Keyword, used to be.
Right.
He was a good running back for what? Maybe I give him about 2 or 3 seasons. He was.
No, it was the thing with David Johnson. He was a little bit hurt. But
That's what I'm saying. When he started getting hurt, that's when he started like falling off. You can't produce it. You're not on the field, and you definitely can't produce it. You're hurt. So you telling me that?
I would have made that trade as a horrible trade because they could have picked somebody up. They could have picked up Gurley. They could have picked up Fournette. They could have picked up Gordon. I mean, like, come on.
Gurley ain't really. I don't feel like Gurley was doing anything.
But Gurley was better than Johnson.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he doing anything in Atlanta.
I mean,
he done alright.
What's David Johnson doing?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's just like,
man, you better off getting Duke Johnson. Duke doesn't play for. He played for the Texans.
But see, they had him fouling y'all rushing and Carlos Hyde.
Hyde went to where'd he go? Seattle.
Did he?
Yeah, he's in Seattle now. He's been bouncing around the league too.
Yeah, but
ever since he started with the 49ers, he just started bouncing around the league.
He's been a pretty good running back too. Yeah.
Running back shelf life is about if you're like Emmitt Smith and God, got to get the hell out of bounds 11, 12 years.
Right.
But if you don't get out of bounds, I give you about 2-3 years.
All right.
If you seek contact with Adrian Peterson, you're just crazy as shit. You might last as long as Adrian Peterson, but you're gonna be hurt up. And then if you still seek contact and you're not Adrian Peterson, you'll be like Earl Campbell just sitting in a wheelchair.
So do you think the Cowboy game was the best game of the week? I don't know. I'm saying that because I'm a Cowboys fan. But
look, I'm a Cowboys fan too, and I want to be biased and say yes. But it's between that game because of the comeback they made And the bonehead play that happened at the end where the Falcons, just didn't like jump on the ball. And then you have last night the night game, which was Seahawks and And they said Russell. I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep because once the Cowboys was over, I was like, all right, I already won, I'm good for the day. Right. You know, the rest is just kind of like background noise. I can kind of listen to it, look up, and like, oh, okay, cool play, and then go back to what I'm doing. But it's my Cowboys, I gotta watching or listening if I'm driving. So it's between those two, but I think thriller wise it was Cowboys. Production wise it was more the night game. I'll put it that way. I can't really give a definitive answer because I'm so biased. But if it were to go to a popular vote, y'all do that for me. Let me know which one do you think was better. You think it was the Cowboys versus the
Cowboys in
Atlanta, or do you feel like Seattle versus the Patriots was a better game?
Man, I'm really impressed with Cam.
Cam been doing his thing. Cam been doing his thing. I gotta give it to Cam. Besides the whole chain snatching thing, Cam's doing his thing. He's not running his mouth. He's not out there trying to be all fancy and carrying on. He's doing his thing, and he's trying to make it. He's trying to make it happen. Do I feel like he's gonna take him to a Super Bowl? Man, we'll see.
They need a running back.
We'll see. And they do, but David White was out because of, shout out David White. Sorry about your pain. You heard about his dad, right?
Yeah.
And so shout out David White, man. Prayers for you. And his mom too. She's still we're not aware of what's going on with her yet. She's in critical condition, but they have a few weapons. They still have Burkhead. If you use Rex the right way, they can kind of get away with not having a running back. Burkhead's pretty good, bro.
Right now,
Edelman's always gonna be there, though, bro. Like Edelman's gonna be like Tom Brady trying to play receiver at 45.
Well, he on my football team.
He on your team?
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's so biased with his team.
No. I just feel like he's like a dude that get overlooked. When you talk about people that really ball, like he always overlooked, man. Because I don't know what round I got him in, but I felt like it was a pretty good deal,
I think
he always get overlooked.
I think he had something to prove too. Like, I don't need Tom Brady to keep shining. I'm still gonna catch the rock.
Right. And
he catch the rock. I mean, he do what he do. He's 34. I thought he was a little older than that, but football kind of make you look a little older. So, but anyways, all right, y'all. That's our time is up.
Okay, let's talk about one more game.
So,
one game before we leave.
Let's talk one more game. Monday night game.
I didn't think the Raiders were gonna win. I was shocked.
So, I had set my TV to record the game because I had a meeting at work before I came home. And I turned the game on after I finished my quiz. I'm talking to everybody on the phone. Jarnell's calling me, man, I'm on the way, man. All right, cool. So I'm watching the game, and lo and behold, I turned the game back on, and all of a sudden, the Raiders are winning 24-17. I said, oh, hold up, here. What happened?
They got a bit misprint there.
What on misprint, bro? What on misprint? I think the Raiders may have found their juju. They might have found their comeback. I don't know what they did, but Darren Waller was a beast. And Josh Jacobs was it Josh Jacobs?
Josh Jacobs.
Okay, I got it right. Josh Jacobs, JJ was a beast too. Them two together was tearing the Saints defense apart. I mean, they was just killing.
So do you think the Raiders are a contender, man?
I will say that the Raiders, they have a new. I thought Las Vegas Raiders. I don't feel like saying that. They seem like a preppy boy, bougie team. Whatever. We'll come back to that. in another show. But to wrap it up, I feel like they have a new identity. They have a new place. They're trying to kind of establish that they're now in Las Vegas. And they have established it with a win, and they won also the game before. They won week 1.
So they're 2-0.
They're 2-0. I think they might be the only 2-0. No, I'm sorry. Seahawks are 2-0 also. So I think everybody else is 1-1 or 0-2. I know Washington.
They're not in their division.
Huh?
They're not in their division.
But overall, I'm talking overall records. We have Seattle, Las Vegas, the Chiefs. Chiefs won, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember who else might be 2-0. Quite a few teams 2-0, y'all. So big dog. Is there any salt you want to throw out before we end the show?
Man, I am just really glad that the Eagles are 0-2.
Shots have been fired. Jason, you heard him. And I'm saying too, I can't stand the Eagles. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad they lost, and I whatever's going on with Wentz, man. I hope you're personally okay. But as far as your football team is concerned, y'all stink. I don't want to hear about it. I mean, hell, fight me. That's all I'm saying. Not really, because I'm too old for that shit. But and I know jiu-jitsu, so.
Man, I'm just like, they got a 2-0 NFL team. They sell 11 teams. Us 0-2. Okay, so they got 11 teams with 0-2 seasons. Okay, the Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati Bengals, New York Jets, Houston Texans, Denver Broncos, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions, Atlanta Falcons, and Carolina Panthers.
All 0-2.
All
those teams he just named off are 0-2. Y'all best step your games up, guys. Step your game. And Teddy Bridgewater is supposed to be a savior of the Panthers. What happened with that?
Well, it didn't happen.
Okay. Whatever. Like I said, I'm not gonna. So I think salt has been thrown on just all those teams right there too. Just throwing that salt out there. But the team that is not 0-2 is my Cowboys. So. What we talking about next week, big dog? Do we know yet?
Man, we gotta figure it out. We'll figure out something.
Y'all heard it. We'll figure it out. Eventually, we'll have another a guest on the show. Eventually, hopefully, y'all heard that one. If you didn't, go back to week 5. Sorry, y'all. Go back to episode 5. This is episode 6. I'm Ben Newsom.
This is Jarnell Porter, known as JP, aka JP.
I'm Ben, the awesome Newsom.
And this is Man. Thank you for joining in.
See y'all later.
All right, let's go.